Not one, but two shareholders have sued, trying to halt the Activision Blizzard acquisition by Microsoft. Could this put a slowdown on the whole acquisition process? Let's read to find out. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting that bell to continue helping the channel grow. And if you like this particular video, please hit that like button also. So I'm going to be reading from Polygon today, but basically the gist of it is that two shareholders have some concerns about how the Activision Blizzard acquisition by Microsoft is going to impact them. One saying that there aren't enough details, and one filing for some other reasons. Let's read these from Polygon.com. It says mainly that the lawsuit filed by shareholder Kyle Watson was filed in California on Thursday. Watson's lawyers called Activision Blizzard's plan for the sale, outlined in a recent securities exchange proposal, unfair for a number of reasons. One of which, lawyers said, is that the board is looking to procure themselves and senior management significant and immediate benefits. The lawsuit calls into question potential conflicts of interest, specifically that the deal is not in the best interest of Activision Blizzard, Watson, nor company stockholders, and will produce lucrative benefits for the Activision Blizzard's officers and directors. It also referenced the golden parachute that some executives like CEO Bobby Kotick would receive should he be fired. The SEC filing, called 14A, includes information necessary before shareholders vote in agreement. Elsewhere in the filing, Watson's lawyers allege that Activision Blizzard's February 18th SEC filing is materially misleading and incomplete, violating the Exchange Act. It calls out missing information in the SEC filing relating to the ad hoc committee that ran the sales process, as well as information about post-transaction employment and other relevant data. Watson is looking for the court to order Activision Blizzard to release a new SEC preliminary proxy statement that includes more facts and no untrue statements should the proposed transaction go through. Watson is looking for rescissory damages. So Watson, he's also trying to get a little bit of cash out of the money. I'm assuming that's what rescissory damages are. And then Polygon goes on to detail the agreement and what the purchase will entail, including the $68.7 billion that the transaction would be worth. Now, Kyle Watson wasn't the only one. I used to work with somebody named Kyle Watson, so it's interesting to see that name. But anyway, yeah, so basically he's saying that he doesn't feel like there's enough information in the report and that he doesn't feel like it's going to be in the best interest of shareholders. Now, shareholders are being paid out a lot of money for this acquisition. I believe it was incredibly generous, but I believe the concern is that it's going to be more beneficial to people like Bobby Kotick. Now, if Bobby Kotick leaves, he's going to get something like 15, I want to say million, but it might be even more than that. He's going to get a lot of money just for quietly being ushered out. And I understand any of the shareholders saying that, hey, like, I don't like the idea that this guy's basically going to get fired amid all these accusations and walk away with a hefty payday, right? It looks like my logo froze in the background. But anyway, yeah, so that is one of the main issues there. I think that Watson, I don't feel like this has enough time to go through because they're sort of on a ticking time clock when it comes to how long this deal has remaining before it, concludes, like 1 year. And they announced that in January. So by 2023, this deal should go through. The merger is also going to have Bobby Kotick no longer work for the company. Activision did respond to this, however. An Activision Blizzard spokesperson provided the following comment to Polygon: "We disagree with the allegations made in this complaint and look forward to presenting our agreements to the court." So the long and the short of it is Activision Blizzard is basically saying, like, we don't agree with this. Everybody's going to make a lot of money. So, I'm not going to disparage Kyle Watson for wanting to get more information about the deal before it's allowed to go through. And if they actually feel like they're not making enough money, then whatever. This kind of stuff happens all the time. I read another one of these stories where one of the people suing had sued like 100 times. He just sues continuously throughout the year, but that was on a different outlet, which is why I went with Polygon for this one. It was just something I noticed that, yeah, oh, it might be this next one. So let's read the other lawsuit here. So a second shareholder lawsuit has been filed against Activision Blizzard. This was updated recently, and its board of directors, this time in a New York court. The plaintiff, Shiva Stein, is bringing similar complaints to the court, specifically that Activision Blizzard's proxy disclosures aren't good enough. One note regarding Stein, here it is, however, is that she's reportedly one of the most prolific security plaintiffs in the United States, second only to the Securities and Exchange Commission itself. Oh my goodness. According to Reuters, legal data company Lex Machina reported in 2021 that Stein filed 124 security lawsuits from 2018 and 2020. Half of the lawsuits she's filed in 2021 have since been dismissed voluntarily, Reuters said. Stein's lawyer told Reuters it was because the defendant corporations made corrective disclosures that more fully informed public shareholders. And I bet somebody who that is a serial lawsuit filer would have to be just looking out. Like, let's say half of those pay off. It's worth just doing it another 124 times. So if it's working for more power to her, you know? Yeah, so that was everything going on. So that's two shareholders. So Activision Blizzard has commented. We've seen that two shareholders are suing to slow this down. I am interested in seeing if there is any truth to the idea that this lawsuit could go through. I'm going to have to ask Hogue again and see if he wants to stop on by and talk about it a little bit, because to me, it seems a little flimsy, because we all know that they're paying a significant uptick on the stock value, like the value of the stock, because it took a massive dip. And we know that the executives and directors are going to get a massive payday. I have to imagine that a company like Activision Blizzard offered some sort of stock matching. So time is going to tell. Now, the part where I feel like he has the strongest thing is that about it being materially misleading and incomplete. I do feel like there could be more information potentially in the merger, because there's a lot of stuff we don't know what's going to happen to IPs afterwards. And if he's saying like, hey, look, like if you're going to kill Call of Duty for a year, that's going to have a massive payday hit for me. And I want to know more about like what's going to happen employment wise after this merger goes through, because I need to make the decision of holding this stock or dumping it. But anyway, yep. Going to have to ask a lawyer buddy of mine, and see if he could actually talk about like the pros and the cons of this, and if there are any legs to this. Now, it should also be noted that there were only two filings, somebody who does it all the time, and one of the shareholders, but largely people seem okay with it. I have to imagine that this is mostly common in these types of things, but you know, I don't deal with a lot of $70 billion transactions. So yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I did think it was interesting, worth discussing a little bit, but yeah, I still think this deal goes through. Absolutely. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell if you like my videos, and just enjoy watching. Hit the like button on this video if you enjoyed talking about this story, which I found a little bit interesting. Thank you so much to the members who have supported this channel through and through. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you who said, hey, Destin, I like your stuff and I support you. If you want to become a member, you can click that join button right down there. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now, everybody.